So we're back working on this 2015 Tiguan, I think it is. It's here because the clock spring was defective and the steering column control module has got the wrong one in it. So after getting two different steering columns now, the customer has got a fourth steering column here, and I see the airbag is missing from this thing. We're going to take the used clock spring out of this one because there's none available in the country, in North America. In fact, they're on back order, and the local dealer is waiting for 4 of them and has no projected delivery date. So we're going to try to put another used one in there. It bothers me that the airbag is missing in this thing, so it could have deployed already. I see this does have the steering wheel controls, so man, this steering wheel's in rough shape. Anyways, so here is the information out of the original steering 16 module, and this is the part number here. This 5K0953569AP is the correct part number, and the one that was put in it was a AJ, and that part number doesn't cross. I tried to code it with this long coding number, and that didn't work. It wouldn't accept that coding because it's not the correct part. So let's take this used part out and put it in this new used application. Well, there's the new used clock spring installed. I didn't push this airbag component in completely. I'm going to turn the ignition on and see what the warning lights do. How come it's not coming on? Oh, there we go. Well, I see the airbag light is still on. Okay, well, we're going to scan it now. I got VCDS hooked up. So let's go into 16 steering wheel control and see what version of this is, what coding we have in here. And we're looking for a 569AL. That's the part number we want right there, 569AL. And let's see, coding. No, I don't want experimental. What is in there? What is the coding in it now? 110A14 quadruple 0. 110A14 quadruple 0 is what it's supposed to be. Well, then we don't have to change anything. Cancel. Let's read fault codes. Function restricted due to insufficient voltage. That could be from windshield wiper switch open circuit, windshield washer switch, steering angle sensor. Let's clear codes. Steering angle sensor missing calibration. Well, that I can deal with. Done, go back. Well, let's have a look and see if the controls work on the steering wheel. Well, here's the steering wheel control.
So we want to try to get our house in order.
So that seems to be working. Microphone.
No phone connected. Please connect to paired phone.
And we'll try, I guess this is wiper controls or something here. I see the airbag light is still on, but the key is on, it's not running, so I'm going to do a network code scan. So let's do an auto scan. Auto detect. Oh, that's a start, just start. So we'll do a network code scan and clear all controllers codes, and then we'll have to do that steering angle sensor relearn, but I have to drive it for that. The other controller had a fault code for the clock spring or the deployment loop. And that usually happens when the airbags deploy. It damages the clock spring. I was concerned that this not being supplied with the airbag may have deployed as well, but so far, don't jinx it, but so far it seems okay. I'll pick up when we get to the end of this network code scan. Well, there's quite a bit of red. I did verify the horn works now. Steering column control module. Please check memory of steering wheel electronics. Tire pressure monitors. Let's clear all DTCs. Start out with that. Wait 1.5 seconds. Okay, we're gonna have to do that steering angle relearn. Well, I'm suffering deja vu here. I fought with another Tiguan a few weeks ago. After I changed the starter, I couldn't get the steering angle relearn and the steering limit stop relearn, and I'm having the same issue with this one. I've tried VCDS, I tried Snap-on. I managed to get the steering angle sensor relearn done somehow, but I can't get this steering stop limit relearn procedure accomplished. Somebody at Volkswagen said that each one of these Volkswagens is uniquely crafted. In other words, they're all frickin' different. No matter what you try to do, nothing works the same on the next model. It appears that way anyways, because I'm doing exactly what I did on that 2016 Tiguan, and it's not working on this one. Oh, I hate this. So I've tried this thing a dozen different ways. I've watched every video I could find on recalibrating the steering stop limits. Right now we go into steering assist and into fault codes. And as you can see, we have a code 02546, steering stop limit, incorrect basic setting. That's the only code we have. Done, go back. Go into security access. Type in the magic handshake number, 40168. Do it. Security access accepted. Go into basic settings. And 060 memory address. Go. And right now the steering wheel should be very close to centered. It is. You can see the warning light is on over there. The TPMS is a separate issue. And say next. Now I drive forward very slowly and turn slightly to the left. I've been told to keep it under 20k, then slightly to the right, and then back to center. At 0 speed, and then I turn all the way to the left. And at this point, the instrument cluster should beep a couple times, but it's not. Then I turn all the way to the right. And hold it for a few seconds. Again, it should beep a couple times, and it's not. Then back to center, 1.5 turns. And the light should go off and the steering should get a little bit easier. And it doesn't work. And I've tried the Snap-on scan tool, I've tried VCDS. I've been playing with this thing for a couple of hours now. So I thought I'd try the Think tool, see what comes up with that. I see we got some codes in some of the other modules in the vehicle. I'm just doing a health report, just curious. I'm wondering if there's codes in the ABS that's preventing it from doing this relearn correctly. There's brake electronics that says there's 2 codes. Well, we'll pick up when we get to the end of this health report. So we have some history codes in the ECM for lost communication with the steering column control module. Tire pressure warning monitor. Steering limit stopped. That's the one that's we're chasing. Tuner not enabled, activated. Steering angle sensor. Rear camera view. I guess it needed the steering angle sensor for the camera works. Well, let's clear all DTCs and see what happens. Well, the Think tool didn't work either. In fact, it didn't even have a setting that I could find once you're in memory code or access block 60 to actually enable the learning procedures. So I'm on this Rostec wiki, and it just says to possible solution: make sure the ignition is on, engine is running, center the steering wheel and hold it centered for about 5 seconds. Turn the wheel completely to the left and hold it there for 10 seconds. Completely to the right and hold it for 10 seconds. Center it. Ignition off. Ignition on. Wait 5 seconds. Steering wheel light should go off. Well, we're going to try that. So on the Rostec forum, it suggests that if it won't clear, to increase the time between key cycles to 30 seconds or more, and drive the vehicle a short distance. It worked with that 16, but I had to screw with it for a couple of hours, and this has been like 2.5 hours now, and I've tried every option. I didn't pay attention to whether all the 4 wheel speed sensor signals were working properly, as it mentions here, but I'm going to do that. So as you can see, all the speed sensor signals are working, so there's not a problem with the ABS. Oh well. So it's back to VCDS. We're going to do a network code clear. I did reset the TPMS system, so I got the TPMS message light off now. This is a passive system. It's based on wheel speed sensor signals. So after you check the tire pressure, you just use the menu here and the steering wheel controls to reset it. So no real interesting thing is, I did do a network clear with the Think tool, and it didn't clear the code from the backup camera. So I'm going to clear all DTCs here. Only once the problem. Yeah, I know that. It's fairly quick to do a network code erase. Done. Go back. And we're going to try some more learn and relearn procedures. That's all we got is the one code in the steering assist. Well, this has been a very frustrating day. Half an hour to put that Clockspring in, and 3.5 hours screwing around trying to do a relearn on that steering stop limits. I have done everything I can possibly think of, short of taking it to the dealer on Monday and seeing if they've got any different scan tool that will do it. I've read every forum I could find. I've gone through the Rostec wikis, and no help. Most indicate that you just simply start the vehicle, turn it left, turn it right, shut it off, restart it, and it zeroes it. I've done the module 44 coding, and I've tried it with 3 different scan tools, none of which worked. The last time I had this was on a 16 Tiguan, and it took me 2 hours, but I finally got it to work with Snap-on scan tool. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't have any other error codes that are related that I can see. Wheel speed signals look normal on all 4 wheels. So I'm going to give up for now and do something more productive.